The book of Revelation 17, verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads. The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel?
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, you're supposed to be going over precepts here, giving us understanding. What the hell is this? Where are we? We good to go? Where did we end up?
Verse 7, sir. Revelation 17 verse 7.
Okay, we good to go? Did we tell the people online what's going on? Let's tell the people online, you see. A new link has been given. Yeah, it will be good, man. I do want to finish this one, brethren. You don't even say. Okay, we good. Okay, brothers and sisters, all praise to the Most High. We back. Bear with us, brothers. There's a new link that has been pushed out. Okay, I really want to go over this class and finish it. Okay, Revelation 17 verse 7.
The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 7.
Come on.
And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her.
And of the beast that carrieth her. Come on.
Which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Did you find the 10 horns now? Come on, look it up. Read on.
And the beast that thou sawest was, and is not.
It says the beast that thou sawest was in your vision, John, okay, and is not in rulership yet.
And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Come on.
And go into perdition.
And goes into destruction. Read.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wander, whose names were not written in the book of life.
It says what now? Read that part again.
And they that dwell on the earth.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder about this beast, this woman. Okay, come on.
Whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
Meaning the nations are not written in the book of life. Your Chinese friend that you have in the world, they are not found, they are not written in the book of life. You understand? Come on.
And when they behold the beast
that was in your vision, John,
and is not
in your rulership yet,
and yet is.
Because why? This beast because during the time of Rome, during the time of John the Revelator, Rome was ruling. So this beast that John is seeing, this woman, is an extension of this beast that was ruling during the time of John. Read.
And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains.
Meaning 7 empires. The 7 what? The 7 heads are 7 mountains. Go ahead.
On which the woman sits.
On which the woman sits. He says this is the interpretation. This is the wisdom. Read.
And there are 7 kings.
There are 7 kings. Come on.
5 are fallen. And 1 is. And the other is not yet come.
And the other is not yet come. Come on.
When he cometh, he must continue a short space.
He must continue a short space. Go ahead.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th.
Even he is the what?
Even he is the 8th.
Even he is the 8th. So now remember, he will rule for a short space. This is Great Britain, man. Great Britain, remember, from Great Britain comes this 8th beast. This 8th beast is Babylon the Great? America. Even he is the 8th, and he is of the 7th. Read.
And is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition.
And goeth into what now?
And goeth into perdition.
And goeth into destruction. That's what we read in Isaiah 34 verse 5. When the wicked will get their just reward. You understand that? Read again verse 11.
The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 11.
Read.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th.
And is of the what?
And is of the 7th.
Because he will be born in 1776 out of Great Britain, the empire that must continue a short space. Read.
And goeth into perdition.
And goeth into destruction, according to Isaiah 34 verse 5. Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
These 10 horns are the 10 kings, come on,
which have received no kingdom as yet.
Because right now, remember, their job, their existence right now is to support this woman or the 8th beast. That's why now you see the EU saying they are building now their own military. They want to stand on their own. They don't want to be supported by America forever. They want to stand on their own, and Donald Trump is mad as hell about that. You see it on the news. What is that woman? She's the president or the prime minister of the EU. Pamela, ne? Pamela von something. Yes. Read on. Keep Pamela or keep him. Look it up, man. Come on. She's the prime minister. I think she's the president of the EU or something like that. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 12.
Read.
And the 10 horns which are 10 kings.
Are 10 kings.
Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings. 1 hour with the beast.
1 hour with the beast. You understand? The final days of the beast. Guess what? They're going to receive, he says, but they've received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings. 1 hour with the beast. Because guess what? They're going to destroy this beast. That's the power he's talking about. He says what? And but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. The explanation is in the next verse. Keep reading.
These have one mind.
Because guess what? The 10 horns support the 8th beast that comes out of the 7. Read.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
That's it. That's what we just read. They will give their power and strength unto the 8th beast that comes out of the 7th. Because there is all the same race. Esau, Edom, Idumea. They just call themselves different names. Read.
These shall make war.
That's when they receive power 1 hour with the beast. They're going to make war with the lamb. Read.
And the lamb shall overcome them.
And the lamb shall overcome them. No. That's not what that's going into. What is going into is verse 16. Read verse 16. You see that? You read verse 12 and 16 together. Not verse 14. So scratch that. Come on.
The book of Revelation 17 verse 12.
Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest,
and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings,
which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Verse 16, watch this.
Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
supporting the beast, go ahead,
these shall hate the whole.
That's when they will receive power. Because they will agree right now, they're just supporting the beast. The time cometh where they will receive power to say, no, we don't want to, guess what? We're going to bomb this beast. That's why since Donald Trump took over, the EU is not happy with America. They are not. Because America has been saying, no, the EU must pay more because guess what? We support them more. The law is telling you the EU supports America. Donald Trump says, no. It's the other way around. Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whole.
They're going to receive power. Come on.
And shall make her desolate and naked.
That's it. They're going to bomb America. So America thinks that the EU has no power or might or will not get power or might to be able to bomb them. But guess what? They say one of the nations in the EU that can actually unlock this is Tiemann, Germany. Apparently Germany is very good in budgeting. So they say if Germany actually gets all these other European countries to come together and agree in terms of forming their own military, beefing up their own arsenal, things will go well. He is the wisest of all Isopel. Read.
And shall make her desolate and naked,
He shall make her desolate and naked. Come on.
and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Nuclear war. So they think that the EU not going to have that power. The Lord is telling you they will have power. And who going to make the EU to do all this and to achieve it? The Lord. Next verse. Come on.
For God hath put in their hands, the book of Revelation 17 verse 17.
Come on.
For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
That's it. They're going to do it because they are fulfilling the word of God. They are fulfilling the will of the Father. Read.
And to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast until the word of God shall be fulfilled.
Exactly. Until they are no longer going to support them. Until the EU will no longer support America, which will when verse 16 gets fulfilled. Praise the Lord. Now, did you find that? Yes, fine. We're looking for the main one. Because at the beginning, it was only the beginning. It started with the first 10, and then more European nations were added. You understand? Did you find that? Does it have the first 10, and then he's talking about the others that were added later? Look for that article later on. I don't have time. Now, brothers and sisters, bear with us. Once you find it, we'll put it up. Okay. Now, give me, go back to Revelation 13. Read verse 2.
The book of Revelation chapter 13 verse 2.
Come on.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
It says, the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Remember, this beast is red. This is the empire of the so-called white men. Europeans, Greeks, Romans, because they are all the same people. They are one race. It says, the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Go back to Daniel. Now read chapter 7 verse 6. Daniel 7 and 6. Ready the statue of Daniel, the one with 4 wings and 4 heads. Daniel 7 verse 6.
The book of Daniel chapter 7 verse 6.
Watch this.
After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard.
Like a leopard. Come on.
Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
4 wings of a fowl.
The which had upon the back of it the beast. The book of Daniel chapter 7 verse 6.
Stay focused. Come on, man.
After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
And dominion, meaning power and rulership and dominion, was given to this beast, which has a symbol of a leopard. Now watch this. I'm going to show you this. Because during this time, remember, it was the Greeks, it was the Babylon, is Persia and Media. Then comes the next empire. Give me that in Daniel chapter 11 and 1.
The book of Daniel, chapter 11, verses 1.
Watch this.
Also I, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and to strengthen him.
Watch this.
And now will I show thee the truth.
Now he's going to show the truth to, during the time of Darius the Mede, he says, I'm going to show you the truth of what's going to happen subsequent to that. Read.
Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia.
The 3 kings in Persia. Now, remember, this is during the time of when Darius the Mede was ruling. Now, after the kingdom of Media was overtaken, was swallowed up by the kingdom of Persia, the 3 kings, meaning the kings of Persians, the Persian kings, Cyrus, Darius the third, Artaxerxes, that's them. Read.
And behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be richer than they all.
This is Darius the third. Come on.
And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
He shall do what now?
And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
Exactly. Because during his time, that's when, First Maccabees 1 and 1. Because during the time of this 4th king of Persia, which is Darius the third, the kings of the Greeks will be stirred up because at that time is their time to take over and be in power. You understand? Read that. First Maccabees 1 and 1, real quickly.
First book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened, after that Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim,
Which is Rome, come on.
had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes.
That's it. So this Darius is Darius the third. Darius the third was overtaken by who? Alexander. Read.
And he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
That's it. So this leopard represents the Greeks. The leopard in Daniel 7 verse 6 represents the Greeks. Now go back to Revelation 13 verse 2. Come on, come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 2.
Read.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Stop. So the Greeks are a part of this dragon. The beast are part of this beast. The Greeks. Remember, this dragon is red. So the Greeks is a part of this dragon. Go ahead.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Remember, we went over today that the symbol of the bear was the what? The Persian Empire. But remember, this beast is red. The Persian Empire, those were brown people. This beast right here is telling you it's red. So that means there will be an empire under this white man who will have the symbol of a bear to taking up the attributes of ancient Persia and Media. You understand that? Now pull up the coat of arms of Russia. The bear. I want that Russian bear. So the kingdom of the beast that will take up the symbol of the bear, which is part of this red dragon, is no longer the kingdom of Persia and Media now. But it will have the attributes of the kingdom of Persia and Media. Did you have it? Put it up. Okay. Yeah, read that. Coat of arms of Russia. We're reading from wikipedia.org. Come on. Yeah, read it on your screen. Is it there? Come on, brothers. Quickly. No, we're not supposed to be seeing this online. Why am I seeing this? Come on, man. Stay with us, brothers. Okay, read that. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Coat of arms of Russia. Read it.
Reading from Wikipedia. Coat of arms of Russia.
Read.
The coat of arms of Russia derives from the earlier coat of arms of the Russian Empire, though modified more than once since the reign of Ivan III from 1462 to 1505.
Now, this is during the time of the Renaissance. Now, but what I'm looking for is the Russian bear. I'll come back to this. The one with the bear. This I'm going to deal with this after, not right now. Give me the one with the bear. I want that one. Yes, read that.
Reading from Wikipedia, Russian bear. The Russian bear is a widespread symbol, generally of a Eurasian brown bear for Russia, used in cartoons, articles, and dramatic plays since as early as the 16th century.
That's the 1500s. Come on.
And relating alike to the Russian Empire.
To the what now?
To the Russian Empire.
To the Russian Empire. Read.
The Russian provincial government and Russian Republic, the Soviet Union, and the present-day Russian Federation.
Stop. So the bear represents Russia. So guess what? Russia is a part of this is a part of this beast. Russia is a part of this beast or the dragon. You understand? Go back to Revelation 13, verse 2 again.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
That means the Greeks is a part of this dragon. Come on.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Russia is a part of this dragon. Come on.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Because what we read in Daniel 7, who took up the symbol of a lion? This is Babylon. Ancient Babylon of Nebuchadnezzar. But remember, the color of this beast is what color? Is red. So there will be an empire of this red dragon who will take up the symbol of a lion. Look it up, put it up. So they will take up the attributes of the ancient empire of the empire of Babylon, which is the empire of Nebuchadnezzar. You have it? I send it. Yeah, put it up. Come on, quickly. Yeah, coats of arms of England. Read it.
Reading from Wikipedia, coat of arms of England. The coat of arms of England is the coat of arms historically used as arms of dominion by the monarchs of the Kingdom of England, and now used to symbolize England generally. The arms were adopted in 1200 by the Plantagenet kings and continued to be used by successive English and British monarchs. They are currently quoted with the arms of Scotland and Ireland in the coat of arms of the United Kingdom. Historically, they were also quoted with the arms of France, representing the English claim to the French throne and Hanover.
Okay, so now when you go up, I want that part when it says, scroll up, Royal Arms of England. You see the lion there in yellow or in gold? Yeah, scroll up. The logo is associated with the logo. Scroll up. Description. Yeah, that's it. The arms have what? No. Go back down. Scroll down a bit. Some more. More. Stop. Read that. The arms have a red background. Read that.
The arms have a red background on which are 3 gold lions.
Which are what now?
On which are 3 gold lions.
On which are 3 gold lions. Go ahead.
With blue claws and tongues.
Okay, now show the picture. Quickly, come on. I want the people to see this thing, man. Yeah, that's it. You can even click it. That's the lion. So, guess what? Revelation 13, verse 2 again.
The book of Revelation, the book of Revelation 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Russia is a part of this dragon. Come on.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
So Great Britain is a part of this lion, is a part of this dragon. Read.
And gave him power, and his seat, and great authority.
You see that thing? It says, and what?
And gave him power.
No. He says his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. You see that part right there? Luke 4:6 real quick. So this empire that is ruling right now, which is this great red dragon and 7 heads, Russia is part of the 7 heads of the dragon. You understand that? Russia is part of the 7 heads of the dragon. Understand that? Now, no, don't read that. Don't go to Luke 4:6. That goes into the dragon gave him the dragon is Satan that gave him power, his seat, and great authority. Now, what I want to touch on is that part where I sent you the article, right? The article of Asia. Okay. 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 1. Quickly. 2 Ezra 16 and 1.
Second book of Ezra chapter 16 verse 1.
Read.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Babylon here is Babylon the Great. Asia is all the countries that are under Asia. You understand? Read again.
The second book of Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1.
Read.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hay. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Stop. You see what the Lord is saying about these countries? He says your destruction is at hand. Now give me 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 46.
Second book of Ezra chapter 15 verse 46.
Watch this.
And thou, Asia.
And thou, Asia. Come on.
That art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Stop. It says Asia is the partakers of the hope of Babylon. So that means the countries that are the Asian countries, they partake in the hope of Babylon, meaning they want to be like. Not only there, that means they support. Don't be fooled by the media, man. The Lord is telling you, these Asian countries, they are partakers of the hope of Babylon. They want to be like. In military, in technology, you understand? Read.
Thou art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person.
And you are at the glory of her person. You see what this is? Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee, thou wretch.
Thou wretch, meaning Asia. Come on.
Because thou had thou hast made thyself like unto her.
You see that thing? So now the countries that are under Asia, they've made themselves like unto Babylon in military and in technology. I'll give you an example. When you look at the toys, you understand, phones and what it says made in China. When you look at Russia, they're trying to establish themselves as the powerhouse in terms of military. So Russia wants to be like America in the military sense. China wants to be like America in the technological sense. Read. Come on.
And hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers.
Exactly. When you see the level of pornography that happens in China, the level of pornography that happens in Russia, you know that, Muslim. Read. There's even a movie on Netflix called Black Sparrow. Black something or White Sparrow, something like that. Sparrow something. Yes. Go ahead.
Which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
That's it. They've always desired to commit whoredom with them. Read.
Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works.
That's it. You have followed her that is hated in all her works. So all the countries under Asia, they followed America in all her works. Read.
And inventions.
And inventions. Is that it on that? Read.
Therefore saith God, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
To waste your houses with destruction and death. Now show the country, the Asian countries, quickly. I'm going to show you something. Yeah. Pull up that picture, that article of slavery in Russia. I sent you. It must have been the last one or second last. Come on.
Asian countries list. China, South Korea, Indonesia, Singapore, India, Japan, Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Nepal, Timor-Leste, Bhutan, Iran, Turkey, Brunei, Kazakhstan, North Korea, Malaysia, Mongolia, Bangladesh, Thailand, Maldives, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Oman, Qatar, Yemen, Uzbekistan,
Go ahead.
Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Armenia, Israel.
This is Amalek. This is Amalek right here. Go ahead.
Iraq, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Georgia, Kuwait, Lebanon, Syria.
The same names that we just read about. Syria. Go ahead.
Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Cyprus, Palestine, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Russia.
What?
Russia.
You see that thing? Russia. So when it says thou Asia, he's talking about Russia is included in there. It says they followed America in everything that America does. You see that thing? So how is this country that follows America in everything that America does a friend to African countries? How? You see, I love our brother Captain Ibrahim Traore going to Russia. Russia is a part of this dragon. Beware of Russia. The same way you must beware of France, beware of Russia. Because Russia is a part of this dragon. Russia is not a friend. They position themselves like they are a friend, but they are not, according to the Bible. Russia is a part of this dragon. Understand that. Okay? Did you put it up? Put it up. Put this article up. Slavery in Russia. While he's doing that, give me that in 1 Maccabees 2 verse 7. No, read the article quickly. Is it Venua? What is the name of the website we're reading from? Vownew. Vownew.what? Vownews.com. Okay, vownews.com. Read it.
Reading from vownews.com. Title: Russia falsifies its slave and serf holding past.
Serfs, because they used to call us serfdoms. Or colops. I get it the same way in China they call us kunlans. in Russia, that's what they also had byways to call us as slaves over there. Now, come on. We're not going to read the whole article. You read the article on your own. Come on. Yeah, read it. United what?
The United Nations celebrated December 2 as International Day of...
Let me read that. The United Nations celebrate December 2 as the International Day for Abolition of Slavery. On that day in 1949, the UN General Assembly adopted a convention prohibiting human trafficking and exploitation. This year, the Russian Foreign Ministry marked the day with a Twitter post featuring a propaganda cartoon from the era of Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. A blue archival stamp is visible on the cartoon below, a sign that reads, "Colonizers to answer." Go up. Quickly, man, come on, go up, go up. Yeah, okay, that's it, stop. On top of the original cartoon, the ministry added a fresh new caption reading International Day for the Abolition of Slavery. The ministry tagged official accounts of the African Union, African representatives at the UN, and African national governments. The tweet said, "Our country was one of the few that never engaged in the slave trade." That is false. Because it's false according to the scriptures. You understand? First Maccabees 2 verse 7, quickly.
First book of Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 7. He said, "Woe is me."
No. Actually, you know what? Let's get to the point. The one that says, "What nation hath not had a part in a kingdom and gotten of his spoils?" Let's just get to the point. Verse 10, come on.
First book of Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 10.
Read.
"What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?"
And gotten of his spoils. Come on.
"All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she is become a bond slave."
Read.
"And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it."
Including Russia. Now go back to the article.
Reading from the article. "Colobs were used as hard labor force, mainly on farms and in the field. On average, a single landlord owned 600 colobs."
Meaning slaves. That's the Russian name to mean slaves. Black people as slaves in Russia. Deuteronomy 28 verse 64.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Read.
"And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other."
You say we're going to be scattered what?
"And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people."
Among all people, including Russia. We're going to be scattered in everywhere on earth, including Russia. We were slaves in Russia, man. So don't be fooled. Russia is a part of this great red dragon. They are not friends. Understand that. They are hiding. You understand? A bear is hiding in the share of an eagle. Put up the coat of arms of Russia. The eagle now. Double-headed eagle. What's the time? 1727. We need to be gone, brothers. Brothers and sisters, we're going to be shutting down quick in a couple of somethings. But I just want to go touch on this. Put up that article. Read that article on your own. Okay? Put it up. You have a bear hiding in the share of an eagle, man. But Russia is a part of this beast. Don't get it fooled. Because when you read the history of Persia, let me put it, because I'm not going to be able to have time to go over that. When you read the history of Persia, right, you see the Persians allowed us to practice our laws in their kingdom. The Persians were the ones that were even helping us during the time when Cyrus was the king, to help us, our forefathers, to go back to Jerusalem and build the temple. You can read about it in Isaiah 44. You can read about it in Ezra 1 through 8. It's written in there. When you look at how Russia deals with African countries, he presents himself the same way the Persians were helping us when they were moved by the Most High God to allow us to return to Jerusalem to build. Russia is doing the same thing. So that's why they took the attributes of those ancient kingdoms, but the Lord is telling you they are part of this dragon, though. Come on, put up the coat of arms. Is it there? Yes. Read it.
Reading from Wikipedia. The coat of arms of Russia. The coat of arms of Russia derives from the earlier coat of arms of the Russian Empire, though modified more than once since the reign of Ivan III, 1462 to 1505.
Stop. Jump down to the description and usage of the coat of arms of a double-headed eagle.
The description and usage, the two main elements of the Russian state symbols, the two-headed eagle.
The what now?
The two-headed eagle.
The two-headed eagle. So the original symbol of Russia is the eagle. Two-headed eagle. You understand? Remember, what was the symbol of Russia? The eagle. The symbol of Germany, Great Britain, the eagle. So when you see them taking the attributes of the ancient kingdoms, it doesn't take away the fact that they are part of this red dragon. They are part of this beast. So they are not a friend. And the Asian countries, that includes Iran. South Africa was now going with Ramaphosa trying to rebel against Trump, trying to make a deal with Iran in terms of nuclear program. You saw that on the news, right? They are part of Asia, which is the partakers of the hope of Babylon in everything they do. Understand that, man. So Russia is a bear hiding in the shell of an eagle. They are not a friend. You understand? Understand that, man. Now, that article, show me that article when it says, the one that says highlighted at the bottom. Yeah. Put up that article quickly. You can take this out. Quickly. I want to show you something before we shut down. Yeah. I just want that the highlighted part. Because neo-colonial, it says what? How Africa receives Russia's concept of combating neo-colonialism. Now, I want that part. Where's that part? The highlighted part? Did you find it? Yes. Okay, zoom in on this. I don't see properly. I can't even see it. Can't read it. Yeah, zoom out a bit so it can fit on the screen. Okay. How Africa received Russia's concept of combating neo-colonialism. Russia is prepared to assist its African partners and establish close trade and economic cooperation without demanding what? I don't see that last part. Without demanding changes in what? Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out because I don't see the words are cut out. Zoom out some more. Yeah, move it to the left now. So, okay. Yeah. It says Russia is prepared to assist its African partners and establish close trade and economic cooperation without demanding changes in ideology, politics, or value system. Where did this happen? In Persia. Read that in Esther 10 real quick. I'm going to show you that. Yeah. Esther 10. Is that the one? Come on, man, it's in Esther. Esther 8. Is that the one? Is that the one I want? Come on, brothers, help me, man. It's in Esther, man. Come on. What verse is that? When it says many of the people became Jews. You know what? Give me Esther in the Apocrypha. Quickly.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you something there. Yeah. Yeah. Esther chapter 16. Read verse 15. Watch this.
The book of Esther, chapter 16, verses 15.
Watch this.
But we find that the Jews, whom this wicked wretch
That's Haman. Come on.
had delivered to utter destruction, are no evildoers, but live by most just laws.
Live by most just laws. Jump down to verse 19.
Verse 19. Therefore, ye shall publish the copy of this letter in all places, that the Jews may freely live after their own laws.
In their kingdom. In the kingdom of Persia, we were able to do what? Obey our laws and practice our custom. That's why many of the people in Persia became Jews. They started to practice our customs because they allowed us to do that. That's what Russia just said. That's what we're reading in the article here. So they are taking the attributes of the ancient kingdoms, but guess what? Russia is a part of this dragon. So, brothers, understand. Yes, I see our African brothers, the leaders on the continent, they are making friends with Russia, say, no, Russia is not like the US. Listen, Russia is a part of this dragon. Understand that. They are using the attributes of the ancient kingdoms to lure you in, but Russia is a part of this dragon. And they are but the partakers of the hope of Babylon in every which way. And with that, we say shalom, most and Christ bless you. Let's give the Lord a hand. Praise the Lord. Okay, all praises to the Most High. We can shut it down, break bread, shut down and break bread. All praises to the Lord.